it's the Visible Ghoul and
Professor Vertigas.
And tonight we're reviewing... Are we reviewing anything?
No, Ghoul. Tonight we are not reviewing anything.
That's awkward.
That is a little bit awkward, isn't it? Well,
This is a horror movie review.
It is,
channel.
but we also like to talk about other horror-related things.
True.
And sometimes we like to give shout-outs to folks who make some very cool horror-related stuff. So this is our end of summer show. We are going to talk about Days of the Dead Atlanta 2021 that the professor just got back from. We're going to talk about what the Ghoul, there he's wearing some of the swag. We're going to talk about what the Ghoul got for his birthday that was horror-related. And we're going to show some of the awesome things we got at Days of the Dead and give a little hint on what is coming up for Halloween. But before that, we have to award our trivia prize from the other week. So the question was, what commercial was James Karen known for on the East Coast? He'd done a number of commercials, was in a number of films, but there was a specific commercial that I remembered him from my childhood, and he was the Pathmark man for Pathmark grocery stores. And our winner was Mr. Cliff Roberts of Atoka, Tennessee. So, Mr. Cliff, we got 2 prizes for you. First, courtesy of the Ghoul, you have a picture of Tarman. They're back from the grave, and they're ready to party. But also, we're going to start handing out these, different prints of these. A great artist at Days of the Dead, he actually designed the t-shirt last year. He designed this t-shirt and also the other t-shirt that we have is Mr. Terrence Muncie. If you go to www.artbyterrencemuncie.com, you can see some of the work that he's done. And we're going to be giving away this awesome Evil Dead ash picture that he did.
Amazing blood.
Yes, this is really good. So, Mr. Cliff, this will be coming to you here very shortly, along with your Tarman picture. And we want to thank Terrence. He's a really nice guy, great artist. I've bought some stuff from him before, and he's going to be helping us out. So, you know, head over to his site, take a look at some of the stuff that he's got going on. So, Ghoul, you just had a birthday, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. How old are you now? Like 853?
Exactly.
Exactly. Man, good on me for remembering that. Well, hey, so the professor, loving the Ghoul very much and wanting to keep your love of horror going, we went and got you the classic Dick Smith Do-It-Yourself Monster Makeup book. This is not an easy find. This is pretty much a Bible of makeup effects. There are so many different things in here, all kinds of great effects for a young aspiring makeup artist. Now that, you know, the Spirit Halloween stores are opening, we're going to start raiding things and building up a nice little tackle box full of stuff so the Ghoul has his own kit. And probably with Halloween coming, we're going to try out some of these. There was a couple in here you already thought you wanted to give a shot to, weren't there?
Like the split face.
He really dug the split face. Yep, and there you see,
werewolf.
there, that's what split face should look like. And then, yeah, we're going to try, werewolf one intimidates the professor, but I like the skulls. There's some really good stuff in there. And
He can do the skulls.
if you don't know who Dick Smith is, you probably shouldn't be watching this channel, but classic makeup man, invented a lot of things. If you remember...
He did the makeup for Reagan in The Exorcist.
He did, and if you remember one of the first videos we did, that gum across the teeth with the peanuts, that was Dick Smith, also who invented that. So we're looking forward to doing some makeup videos for y'all here in the future. But, so, just got back from Days of the Dead, Atlanta. So this is their second show. They do 2 shows in Atlanta a year. One in February and one in August. And this was a very special one for me, Ghoul. Bless you. Because this was a Friday the 13th Part 2 reunion. And which Jason is Part 2, Jason? You remember? You don't remember? Well, it's
I've never seen the movie.
It's true. We haven't yet gotten to those. But it's Baghead Jason, right? But Part 2 is my favorite Friday the 13th movie. And I have been waiting for one of these reunions to be somewhere that I could go to for a long, long time. I had the great fortune of meeting Mr. Steve Dash, who played Jason, a few years ago at my first convention, and I had the pleasure of meeting Miss Amy Steele and Miss Adrienne King, who is in the beginning of part 2. And they were so wonderful, but I have always loved part 2 because it was one of the only slasher movies where I loved every single character and didn't want to see anybody die, or one of the rare movies I wasn't rooting for the bad guy, so to speak. So to have the opportunity to spend some time with Bill and Lauren Marie and Kirsten and Russell and John Fury, and to see Mr. Warrington Gillette again, who I'd met at the last Days of the Dead, was really special to me. And I want to really say a big thank you to Lauren and Bill, and Russell also, for spending some time with me and really letting me enjoy your company. It meant a lot to me. And also Jason Vegas, looking forward to hanging out with you again another time.
Thanks for making the professor happy.
Yes, and it really did. It meant a lot to me. So, one thing that I don't show off a lot on this channel is my copy of Crystal Lake Memories. And one of the things that I do at my conventions is I try to get the signatures of every Friday person I possibly can. Tom Savini is in here, Sean Cunningham, a lot of both major and minor characters, but it's always a real treat for me to get to have new signatures in this book. So I wanted to really thank everybody from part 2, and thank you Days of the Dead for putting on such a great event.
Thank you, Days of the Dead.
Now, on that note, had the great pleasure of spending a few minutes with Mr. Kane Hodder again. I got to meet Kane a few years ago, and this time I wanted to get something special for the Ghoul. So this is made by the great folks at Swamp FX. If you go to hashtag swamp_FX on IG, you can see some of the stuff that they've made. They've made this very awesome Jason bust from part 7. The mask comes off.
And zombie.
And you have zombie Jason. And even on the back, the amount of detail here where you can still see his spine sticking out just like in the film. But I loved this piece. Had to have it. And Kane was very gracious. We won't show the real name there of the Ghoul, but he signed this for him, and we had a short little conversation about his real name, the Ghoul's real name, not Kane's, and had a good time. So Kane, thank you for being really sweet about that. So that was 2 of the great vendors we saw. Terrence and his artwork, and then the folks at Swamp FX putting out some great stuff. There's one other person I wanted to mention. He wasn't at this convention, but he was at Living Dead Weekend, and we gave him a small shout out in our Living Dead Weekend video. But on Instagram, Curious Goods 666 has produced some incredible horror material. And this, I saw a version of this on his website, on IG, and I had to have it. You all know that we are big fans of the Monster Squad. It is one of our favorite horror movies, one of Ghoul's first horror movies. And, go ahead. The level of work that he puts into this is incredible. Thank you so much, Mike. I love this. The Ghoul loves it. We've already started arguing over whose room it gets to go in. For the time being, it is going to have a place of honor.
Comment down below of whose room you think it should go in.
Oh.
His or mine?
Tell you what, folks, that's actually fine. Make your voices heard.
Either vote the Visible Ghoul
or Professor Vertigas. Where should the Monster Squad stay? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.
Or VG.
So, with that said, we are now up to talking a little bit about the future. So, we didn't review anything. It's been a very busy summer for us. We've been going a lot of different places, doing a lot of different things. We have a few movies kind of lined up that we're going to be looking at to review here in the next couple weeks. But Halloween is coming. It's fall. It's September. It's time. The stores are opening up. Things are coming out. We have quite a plan this year for Halloween here at our house, and we're going to actually let you folks see how we set things up.
So, if you live in the town of Atoka, you should go to Templeton Farms.
Yep, so don't
Don't
give away too much. Don't tell people where we live. But we are going to do some video and show you both the theme of what we're doing this year, how we're setting it up, some of the makeup, and kind of give you some insight into what we're doing this year. And we'll have a whole separate video and a walkthrough of it come Halloween time. So, with that said, I think it's time to do our trivia question for this week. You think so? Yeah? All right, so hey, before we get to our trivia question, please like our video. Please subscribe.
And ring that bell.
Ring that bell so you get the notifications. I know that we're usually 2 or 3 weeks between videos, but that's just how things work with us. But we do really appreciate you watching. We love when you comment and give us some insight into what you think about what we're doing. Or if you have any suggestions of films that you would like the Ghoul and I to watch, throw them out there and we'll see if it's something we can do. But our trivia question this week, and the winner of this will receive another print from art by Terrence Muncie. So, what's that? Okay, go for it.
Who did Professor Vertigas get the original name from?
So,
there are 2 answers. He'll take either.
Yep, there are 2 potential answers to this question. Where does I'm not a poser. I am Professor Vertigas, right? But let's be honest, where did the name come from? So, my full name is Professor Hjalmar Vertigas. Where did I get that name? There's 2 potential answers. There's one that is better than the other. But whoever can be the first person to comment on our video where I got that name from correctly is going to receive a art print from Terrence that we'll send out to you. I am going to actually show you.
Even if you live in Japan.
Which one it is. Yeah, we don't care where you live. We will ship it to you. But this awesome Universal Monsters print that he did.
Frankenstein. Creature. Wolfman. Dracula. And the Mummy.
Will be coming out to you if you answer correctly. So, everybody, thanks for watching. We will have a new video up here in a couple weeks with a fresh review. We hope you had a wonderful summer. We hope you're looking forward to Halloween. Like, subscribe, hit up some comments. Please take care of yourselves and be safe. And anything else for today, Ghoul?
Make sure you have a Halloween marathon on Halloween.
I agree with that
I
sentiment.
mean Michael Myers.
Oh, an actual Halloween marathon. All right. Well, hey, folks, thank you so much for watching. And again, real quick, to everybody at Days of the Dead,